Hey everybody, this is your good guy Prince Onyx here, and this is the video that I've been telling you guys about for the past couple of days. It is involving Empire, and with all the news that's been going on with Mo'Nique and the whole blackball situation and Lee Daniels. So this video is pretty much going to touch on all of that. Instead of doing separate videos, it's going to pretty much touch on all of that, and there will be plenty of links down in the description box to read, to cross-reference and check the information, and look at the interview and hear it for yourself. The several interviews that Mo'Nique has had. So with that being said, hold on y'all, damn it, distraction. Anyway, I'm just fucking with y'all, but anyway, I'm so excited today, so let's go ahead and let's get into it. Now, there have been rumors buzzing ever since Empire has hit, and rumors buzzing all on the internet since Empire has hit about who was supposed to be the original Lyons family. And word of mouth and pretty much word on the street and word on the internet is that Wesley Snipes was first tapped to play Lucious Lyon. And then with the whole Mo'Nique situation and being blackballed, it turns out that she was actually supposed to play Cookie, or the role was like first brought to her, the script was brought to her first before they went with Taraji P. Henson. Then following that, P. Diddy's stepson, and I'm gonna get to that. Speaking of P. Diddy, that's a whole nother video that I'm gonna get to. P. Diddy's stepson Quincy Brown was actually he actually auditioned to play the role of Hakeem Lyon. And then on top of that, now they're saying that the actor from the show Black Jesus, Aaron Magruder's show, the actor from that show, Andre Fuller, he took to Instagram and let people know that he was actually auditioning to play the role of Andre at the time. And pretty much the rumors have just been circulating all over the internet. There are so many links you guys can look up. And it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting when you read about it. Pretty much the line, not tongue-tied. Anyway, the family of Empire was supposed to be Wesley Snipes as Lucious, Mo'Nique as Cookie Lyon, either Lance Gross or Andre Fuller as Andre Lyon, Romeo Miller or Quincy Brown for the role of Hakeem, and Corbin Bleu as Jamal Lyon. That was pretty much what the family was supposed to, that's pretty much the original cast that they were going to go with. However, of course, they made changes, and when Lee Daniels had bought the script to Cookie, she had said that she really liked the script. When he bought the script to Cookie, anyway, I don't know what the hell that was, but anyway, when Lee Daniels bought the script to Taraji P. Henson, she loved it. She loved the character. She liked it. And then when he told her that he was going to get Wesley Snipes to play Lucious, she suggested that he get Terrence Howard instead. And if he didn't get Terrence, then she told him, well, good luck with your show. So with that being said, they changed the role. Changed the actor, gave the role to Terrence. And that's how they got, Taraji to come to later, get on the show as well. And then they picked the three sons. And bam, here we are today, March of 2015. It's the 8th. We have Empire. It's been running since January, and hey, it's been running strong ever since. Now, my thing is, I think that had they would have went with the original cast, I don't think the show would have lasted as long. And let me just tell you this. Let me tell you why I don't think the show would have lasted long. Even though we in America are still progressing day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year, we're slowly but surely progressing and becoming a more open country, if you will, whatever the case may be. In Black America, and pretty much in mainstream America, we still have the whole light skin versus dark skin bullshit. And so it's like, when you think about it, I'm sure that the original cast would have been good, because I'm going to be honest with you, I could have seen Lance Gross or Andre Fuller playing Andre Lyon. I could have seen Mo'Nique maybe playing Cookie, but really I could have seen Mo'Nique. I could still see Mo'Nique possibly playing Cookie's mother, or maybe a close friend of Cookie or something like that. Or hell, maybe like a rival of Cookie or something. I don't know. Romeo Miller, I don't really think I could see him playing Hakeem. However, Quincy Brown, I could definitely see him playing Hakeem. Corbin Bleu, that's an interesting one. I don't know. I mean, you never know. He could have probably surprised us, but I don't know. Maybe he could have played Jamal. You never know. But it's just, I don't know. I couldn't really see it, but maybe. You just never know. So I could have seen the original cast being, the cast that you know, got picked for the roles of these characters. But the thing is, you know, the whole dark skin versus light skin thing, you know, we see it all the time. Like, I don't think Empire would have lasted this long because, you know, when it comes to Black America, people, as quiet as it's kept, they really would prefer light skin slash light brown over dark skin, dark brown. You know, and it's like it's fucked up as it sounds. It's the truth. They would have preferred the character, the people who we have, the people who we see now, Taraji, Terrence, Jesse, Yaz, and Trey. The people who we see now, they anyway. The people who we see now, damn distractions. The people who we see now, that's who everybody has grown comfortable with. If the shoe was on the other foot and the tables were turned, I mean, I would have loved to see these people, the original cast, as, you know, the Lions, but hey, that's the way that it works. You know, that's the way that Hollywood works when it comes to black people. Like, you know, it's always a division. So, and really it's about the dollar signs. So I guess it's like, you know, do we see dollar signs with a more brown skinned, dark skinned family? Probably not as many as we want to. Do we see dollar signs with the light skinned family? Oh, hell yes. So we're going to pick them up instead. So it was just like, you know, Then on top of that, let's move on to the whole Mo'Nique and the blackball situation. Now, in recent interviews, Mo'Nique has cleared up she's cleared up the confusion, and she said that she herself never said that she was blackballed. It was Lee Daniels who had said that she was blackballed. And so with that being said, you know, she went further into detail about Lee Daniels, and she spoke about how on Precious there was this one producer, her name was like Lisa Ann or something like that, and how Lee had took something away from her and gave it to the executives over at, I think, Lionsgate. Whoever distributed the film, he took whatever he promised her and gave that to the executives over her. And then on top of that, a while ago, like with the Oscars, Lee Daniels publicly on the record had called Halle Berry a bitch in public. And when Mo'Nique asked him why did he do that, you know, because he said something about that bitch called feelings about him calling her a bitch. It was just like, you know, he said, oh well, when I get nervous, you know, I say whatever. And then Mo'Nique was just like, well, you have to stop saying whatever when you get nervous because that makes us look bad. And really it just boils down to now it's a little bit of speculation in the air because I'm going to still be on Mo'Nique's side no matter what. So pretty much it's speculation that, you know, possibly Lee Daniels could have been the one who really blackballed Mo'Nique and not necessarily Hollywood. The reason why I'm saying that is that, you know, the reason why I'm saying that is that because, okay, Mo'Nique did not personally say Lee Daniels' name in her acceptance speech at the Oscars. She has said, however, I want to thank the entire Precious family, the cast and crew. So here's the thing. Even though she did not say your name, you know, for all the world to see and hear, she said she wanted to thank the whole cast and crew. So she didn't say individual names. And it's like, I feel as though Lee Daniels is the type that if you don't, you know, put his name out there in every interview, or if you ever do win an award as part, you know, for a part in one of his films, if you don't ever say his name and for, you know, when in your award speech, your thank you speech, I feel like he's the type that will go behind your back, say some shit to a whole bunch of executives and CEOs, and then make it so you think they blackballed you, but really he's the one who's doing it. Now, one of my subscribers or I think it was a subscriber, I'm not too sure. He or she, they might be a subscriber. I was talking to them on one of my videos, and they were saying that, you know, Lee Daniels doesn't have the power to blackball anybody. Like, you know, we could see somebody like Steven Spielberg. They were pretty much naming white directors, and they was like, you know, they have more power, so they could probably, you know, we could see them blackballing somebody. But Lee Daniels, because he's a black director, we really couldn't see it. My thing is, I don't really think it matters as far as, you know, race when it comes to that, because there have been white actors that have been blackballed too. But, you know, in all intents and purposes, we are focusing on our black brothers and sisters. So anyway, you know, my thing is this. I feel as though regardless of how much power you may have, I feel like Lee Daniels is he's a very sneaky person, a very conniving person. And my thing is, listen, I know that, you know, you never know who's watching your YouTube videos, but I'm just speaking my truth and my opinion and what I think. And if I'm wrong, so fucking be it. That's just the fucking truth. Like, if you can't fucking deal with that shit, oh fucking well, that's not my fucking problem. But any fucking way, moving forward, my thing is, overall, I feel as though with Lee Daniels, I feel as though he's the one who really blackballs her, in the sense that he went around to the different executives talking about how she was difficult and all this other stuff. You have to understand this. Mo'Nique has a family. And when you're in Hollywood, and she even said this in her interview, when you're in Hollywood and you have a manager and a lawyer and an agent and all these, and when you have a team, they are really solely dependent on you. And so it's like, you know, this again kind of ties back into what Nicki said with her whole interview when that whole thing between her and Safari had went down, how the industry forces you to be single, and, you know, or if you're in a relationship, you have to keep that shit as quiet as can be, because you got to have girls who want to be you and guys that want to sleep with you. It's all about selling that image, the fantasy, the smoke and mirrors. It's all about selling that and putting that out there. You know, people can say that they're real or that they're relatable just to get more clout from their fans and more support, but that doesn't really mean that they are. And so with that being said, it's like, you know, here's the thing. I don't feel as though Mo'Nique made an outrageous demand. Okay, she asked for $100,000 allegedly, because in the one of the interviews that I heard, her and her husband Sydney had cleared that up and said that they didn't ask for a dollar amount. So then again, that begs the question of, okay, so who the hell is telling the truth here? There are three sides to every story. This person's side, that person's side, and the truth. It's like a triangle. And in this case, Mo'Nique's side and the truth are lining up perfectly. But this other person's side, you know, Lee Daniels and everybody else's side is kind of, that line is very thin and you can barely see it. So now it's just like, okay, so who around here is telling the truth and who around here is lying? You know, I just feel as though some shit ain't being said. People are covering up what they're saying, and they need to speak on it. And pretty much, you know, my thing is, here's my thing. Everybody who works on Empire right now, as far as the, you know, the cast, the characters or whatever, be careful around Lee Daniels. That's all I can say, because I feel like, here's the thing, if he can do that shit to that producer Lisa Ann, you know, the way he treated Halle Berry or whatever, and then now Mo'Nique is with the whole blackball situation, I feel like anybody can fucking get it. And with that being said, I'm just saying be careful, because because who's to say that somebody else ain't gonna fuck around and say, oh yeah, I got blackballed by this motherfucker too. And it's just like, I feel like with him, you really got to be careful. Like, he seemed like the type that's very self-centered and very, like, demanding and controlling. And if you go against him, he pretty much, I feel like if you go against him, he could possibly try to end your career or stop you from getting your money and stop you from getting roles. Now, with Mo'Nique's case, she said that the roles were coming, but it's just the offers that were very low. Because as quiet as it's kept, a lot of people don't know, Mo'Nique was only paid $50,000 for Precious. $50,000, which to a lot of people, you know, in the hood and in the ghettos or whatever, that's a lot of money. But when you're at that level, like Mo'Nique, $50,000 fucking dollars, and you like you just won an Oscar, and it's like when you win an Oscar, you're supposed to get more roles and more money and, you know, all that good stuff. But even Halle Berry had spoke about that, and Mo'Nique had mentioned that in her interview about how with the Oscars, it's almost like a gift and a curse. And that's why really it's like, to be honest with you, you just better hope they don't call your name. Yes, it would be nice to win an Oscar award, but then it's like after that you have to live up to everybody's expectation over and over and over and over again. You have to keep getting these Oscar nominated roles, Oscar winning roles. You know, you have to keep writing these Oscar nominated films, win an award for writing that film, directing it, producing it. You have to keep going, and it's like it puts so much pressure on you that you could possibly lose yourself in a sense. You know what I'm saying? You possibly lose yourself in a sense. And Mo'Nique was just not about to give up her family for the industry. She, you know, she's more for the people than she is of the industry. Because as Charlemagne always says, you know, a great lesson that he learned from Wendy Williams was you're either going to be of the industry or of the people. And I would say that Mo'Nique is of the people. And with that being said, you know what? Her speaking out about the whole blackball situation now, you know, 5 years later or whatever, I don't feel like it's hurting her career at all. She's just telling it like it is and putting this shit out there. And if people don't like it, that's just too damn bad. That's just too bad. And that's what it is. Like, that's too damn bad. I don't know what to tell you other than, hell, she's standing up, standing firm in her word, and anybody that has anything to say about it, you know, fuck off. You know, fuck off, because y'all just, I hate how fuck it, I'm gonna just put that out there. I'd hate how motherfuckers be like, oh yeah, you know, Black Lives Matter and we should stick together, but when it comes down to sticking together and supporting one another and actually, you know, actually listening to other people's sides and actually supporting and backing somebody like Mo'Nique, everybody wants to go in on her and make her look like she's delusional and she's stupid and she's this, she's that, she's fat, blah, 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 blah. You know what, y'all the same motherfuckers that just said Black Lives Matter and we as black people need to stick together. So again, which side are y'all on? You know, it's just, I catch up on shit like that. And again, as many people as I could put on Front Street right now, I choose not to because I was cut from a different cloth. And hey, it is what it is. I'm going to see you bitches in the dust while I am rising like a phoenix. And on that note, it is what it is. So, to wrap this video up, there will be a whole bunch of links down in the description box and more on this information. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. And I made this wonderful slideshow for you guys. It took me like not too long, like maybe like 10-15 minutes last night to make the slideshow, get the pictures. The first picture that you guys are going to see from the slideshow, I didn't make that. I had got that from the website. One of the links, you'll see the picture there. I had got it from there instead of making one myself. So yeah, a little laziness. But the 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, the other 5 pictures I made myself. So just to clear that out of the way, hope you guys enjoyed that and enjoy this video. This is Prince Onyx and I am signing out. I will see you guys in with a few more videos. Peace.